Ugh. Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I am prepping for my PAUPER tournament that's going to be happening this Saturday, February 20th, right? 21st? 21st, February 21st, oof, at 2 p.m. Pacific. If you are interested in joining, link to the Discord in the description. That is where we're going to organize everything. Yeah, and I'm also looking for Discord alternatives. Once they roll out that ID checking thing, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable sharing my ID like that, even though I have a face on the internet. But you know, so if people are interested in Discord alternatives, I'd love to hear them and all that stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So we're going to be focusing on PAUPER today, and I have a few PAUPER decks that haven't gotten a spotlight, right? Which is sad, but understandable. You know, sometimes it just bees that way. So, what hasn't gotten an opportunity? Oh, I forgot to get some things ready for this stream. I'm going to pull them up now. But, we got Cold Moth, which I've played on stream. It did not go well. I just did not draw what I needed to, which happens. Hey, Sophie. That was Sophie scratching her neck. Hey, girl. Yeah. Sophie wants me to make sure that all of you... I'm on the wrong thing. I should be on this. There we go. Sophie wants me to make sure all of you know that you can... Over here. Send me $5 either in a super chat or on Venmo, or however, and Sophie will get a treat. And she loves these treats, and she's always grateful to the people that pay for them, which is viewers like you. So thank you so much for supporting me and all that stuff. Sophie, they know. Now we just gotta wait, you know? We gotta wait for a kind soul to show up and get you a treat. That's it. She's winking at me. Alright, did you want up on camera? No? Okay. I'm trying with her, you know? Alright. Alright. So, Cold Moth is definitely one card. One deck. It revolves around this Frost Moth. Let's see, Resident Clinton, Konnichiwa, and other things. I'm sorry, I barely speak English. And that's my only language. I'm sorry, Clinton. Konnichiwa is a hello, Japanese, right? So I got that part. My best guess is you said hi, sir, and then what looks like Spanish, which is como SDS, and I'm gonna guess that's what are you doing here? No, wait, Clinton says hello, sir. How are you? Oh, okay. I was right about the first part, so I got that. I'm doing all right. We had a busy day today, so I got on a little bit late, but that's okay. Today we are just focusing on the PAUPER format because we have that upcoming tournament that I highly recommend people join in the Discord, link in the description, all that jazz. And yeah, so thank you so much for being here, everyone. So I've got the deck revolving around Frostmoth, which focuses on spread damage and the putting the active asleep so they can't attack back, right? And that's a lot of fun. What other PAUPER deck do I have that I haven't showcased yet? I've got Cold Moth. I think I've got some others somewhere. Toxic Beauty, I haven't showcased that. I've played on stream. but I haven't played it. I haven't done a video on it and whatnot. That might be it. It might just be those two. Dang, I feel like I gotta build another Pauper deck, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna play this weekend either, so maybe we just build something here and then everyone can counter build me, and so I place last like I usually do. All right, let's see. What seems fun? Is that Volcarona rare? This one. Yes, it's rare. Dang it. So, nope. I was thinking that camera up would be fun if we could get the burn, right? But since Volcarona's rare, and that's the best way that I know how to get burn done, I don't think the single energy 110, you know, if they're burned, thing is great there. What else can we do? The dangers of transparency. Yeah, definitely. Jason says something about Kenzie from Bangkok. Says hello. Hello, Kenzie, as well. We're looking for a deck to play. Should probably cover my mouth this way. The mic's that way. Do we just go nuts and play Clefable? We just play Clefable so that we just use our opponent's attacks, right? Whatever they have, we'll have. And we just do that, but better somehow. I would love to update Rotom. That's true. I would love to update Rotom. So that might be something to think about. Build a new Rotom deck. I'm starting to look at my physical built decks and trying to get them ready for post-rotation. So Tauros, I need like 3 cards. 1 A-spec and then 2 4-ofs of 2 different cards. And then my Tauros deck will be updated for post-rotation. Build Clefable to counter Slowking. Funniest mirror match. Yeah, and then I just have to build, like, bring in Kyurem and whatnot, just in case I do run into Slowking. Then I can, like, do the same thing they're doing, but back at them, and possibly easier. I don't know. It's an idea. Definitely an idea. So part of me is like, oh, I need to make a new deck, and part of me is like, well, stuff is rotating, so I should really focus on what's rotating soon. That way I can get like one last hurrah out of it, you know? Like playing Great Tusk Mill would be a lot of fun. I don't know. I feel like this Bisharp is good, but I just don't know if it's good enough. I mean, 50 damage, draw 2 cards is pretty awesome, you know, for a single energy too. But it's on a stage 1, which hurts it, and, you know, 50 isn't exactly the best attack. Great Tusk getting rotated? No. Great Tusk isn't rotating, but Professor Sada's vitality is. And that's going to hurt every ancient deck. Every ancient deck except Raging Bolt EX is going to be hurt so bad. I think Raging Bolt's the only thing that can survive without it. Because they can Crispin, and then they got the Teal Mask to accelerate energy out and draw cards. So they still got plenty of draw, and they still got, like, all this energy acceleration. They just don't get to draw 3 off the Sada, you know? But they still have the Crispin in order to get the 2 energy they need. Mill decks aren't great no more. I mean, yeah. I hate playing against Mill, but I understand the need of it in a format to have multiple win conditions. And right now, I feel like in Pokemon, there's just one win condition, you know? It's knock out your opponent's Pokemon. If you're not doing that, you're not winning. Do you want out? No? Okay. But Poto Grief, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you before, so welcome. Last good mill card was Gyarados from Pokemon Go set. What did that do? I'm trying to remember. Oh, my water bottle's leaking. Why does it do that? I don't get it. I gotta get a new water bottle. What did that one do? Sophie girl. Sophie girl. It's okay. It's okay. Here it is. Let's read the card. Reading the card explains the card. Or Clinton can explain the card. Flip a coin until you get tails and mill 2 for each heads. But we did have Glimwood Tangle at the time. So we would be able to, like, reflip if we just, like, immediately flip tails, right? Like, that's where it became really good. Because, like... Okay, so you have a 25% chance to get 2 heads. I didn't mean to roast you, I'm sorry. Imagine have a Trick Coin still. Trick Coin. Sorry, I have forgotten a lot of these cards. Trick Coin. How long ago was that? Phantom Forces. Once during your turn, after you flip any coins for an attack. Sophie, do you want out? Okay. Wife's eating popcorn, and Sophie loves popcorn, so I think that's what's going on. You may ignore effects of those flips and begin flipping coins again. Isn't that the same as Glimwood Tangle? Glimwood Tangle. Once during each player's turn, that player flips any coins for an attack. They may ignore all results of the coin flips and begin flipping those coins again. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Glimwood Tangle being a stadium, Trick Coin being a tool. Both at the same time would be insane. Has anyone checked that in GLC? Might be something to consider. You know, you have a 25% chance of discarding 4, and Great Tusk discards 4 pretty frequently. You know, ideally it does it every turn. So I don't know. I don't know which one is better, but I can see how Gyarados is good for sure. Man. You kind of want to build Venomoth again, but it's getting rotated. Right, Badoo isn't, so there's an item lock that you can do, and I've got the Big Do list. I've been working on a post-rotation Big Do as well. Come on, game. Big Do. So what you do is you've got Badoo for 0 energy doing 10 damage and item lock. But you add in Lilligant to power up that attack so it does more. You don't get the confusion that Venomoth gave, which I think is huge. Venomoth's confusion, I think, made Venomoth a better item lock than Badoo. It just wasn't as easy as Badoo, so everyone went Badoo. But without Arven, how important is item lock, you know? I almost would rather a supporter lock card right now, because I think post-rotation, we're going to have a lot more supporters being played, especially with that Meowth EX card, where they can just search their deck for a supporter. Being able to shut that down would be really good. Really good. What about Jellicent? What does Jellicent do? I forget. Like, I know it does, like, item and tool lock, right? Yeah, item and tool lock. Items and tools are going to be harder to search for because we're not going to have Arven. So I don't know if Jellicent will be as good. It'll still be good. But, like, I don't know if it'll be as good as it is now. We do have supporter lock, but not super accessible supporter lock. It's on Crobat's attack. Crobat, which one? Not this one. Choose item cards or supporter cards during your opponent's next turn. They can't play any of the chosen cards from their hand. And it's definitely not this one. So yeah, we're talking about Echoing Madness, 50 damage, which is kind of low. And item and supporter lock, but like it's on a stage 2. Meaning it's real difficult to get out. Like, Venomoth as a stage 1 was already like, can you get the lock fast enough? A stage 2 is going to be that times 2, you know? So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. This Crobat's rotating. I believe it is. Let me get a closer look. Yep, it's rotating. It's Regulation Mark G. It's from Paradox Rift. So we will not have that come post-rotation. How do you spell Kyurem? Kyurem. There we go. I got it. Never mind. Throw in a Kyurem in there. What else do we want in this Clefable deck? Clinton, what deck are you going to play so I can build against it? Online. Wait, I can't search it? Completed. Yeah, we got that. I can't just search it? That's crazy. Limitless, jeez. Seems pretty limited to me. So with Clefable's attack being too colorless, right? You're probably playing Slowking. Yeah, that makes sense. Slowking is hit or miss. It is, but in Pauper, you have a little bit more time in order to pull it off. So let's see, we're going to need Crispin, right? What? There he is. Just, I'll throw in 4 for now, just because. Energy, it could literally be anything, you know? Unless we have some sort of backup attacker that's going to need specific energy, we could do anything. So is Alakazam. This format is cooked, to be fair. It's so bad right now, the meta. Yeah, I got kind of bored of the meta a while ago. Since Dragapult really came to fame, it's just been Dragapult. That's it. Sure, Gardevoir sometimes sneaks up on it. Goldango sometimes sneaks up on it. But it's just been Dragapult. Like, and the thing is that rotation isn't going to hurt Dragapult too much. Which is terrible. But, you know, we'll see what comes out. Ah, come on. Dang, water ball. I don't know how water is getting there. You think Slowking will be a legit next format largely because of Telepath Energy? I mean, Telepath Energy is just going to make every Psychic deck good. And they're hoping that is going to be enough to take Dragapult down. The thing that's bad about Alakazam is it doesn't hit weakness. So there's that. Judge getting rotated. Yeah, yes, but they've reprinted it in Japan. So we don't know if it's going to be reprinted in perfect order or in another set. So that's, yeah. Someone didn't watch my rotation video that went up today. Proto Rafe. I'm just messing with you. Let's see. There's probably a better Clefable or Clefairy. Is there not a 70 HP Clefairy? Huh. Oh, this is search your deck for up to 3 Clefairy, put them onto your bench. That's pretty good. That's from 151. How do I not have any of that? Alright, whatever. There's always Unfair Stamp. Yeah, the 2 big disruption cards are going to be Hand Trimmer and Unfair Stamp. You can also play a Gothitelle. Which one is it? Is it this one? No. Wait, yes. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may have your opponent shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 3 cards. And then there's this one. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, put one of them back, put the other card on the bottom of their deck. If you get these 2 Gothitelles out, that's going to be insane. That's going to be some insane control. Do we build this? It's not Pauper legal. So I can't do Pauper, but Guardy decks always run an unfair stamp. I got so many code cards I can't use anymore because my account is maxed out. You just get trade credits, right? Or no, you hit the limit on how many code cards you can use. That stinks. Yeah, there's like a limit, I think. Isn't there? Or something? I don't know. Gothitelle Sazazil might be alright next format since Mute EX is gone. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 400. Isn't it 400 packs per set per account? So you must just be swimming in trainer credit, you know, like trade credit, in order to like this stuff, you know, where you can just purchase cards, sort of. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, these two Gothitelles, it's making me interested, you know? Because then you get that psychic special energy, so you can get the Gothitas out. They're... Wait, is this one rotating? I can't... My screen is weird. I use a TV screen here because it also connects to my Switch and stuff. So it's very, sometimes fuzzy. But yeah, this one rotates out. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, so that's not going to work for post-rotation. But still, it would have been fun. Would have been fun. But yeah, the tough thing about this one is it has to be in the active when you use that ability. And then Air Balloon retreat into something else. Salazzle... Is Salazzle the one where you have to evolve it that turn, or is it the other one? If this Pokemon evolved, they discard 3 cards. Yeah, there's the other one where they just shuffle it into their deck. I forget which one that is. You know what I mean? You know which card I'm talking about. I just can't remember what it is. But yeah. Even energies, but I prefer to use the play energies. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's get back to building. Why does this sort stuff like never work correctly? They really need to fix that. It's annoying. What other attackers are there that we need to be concerned about? Even though it's probably just going to be Clinton and I, because no one else has joined yet. Neat Zebra wanted to join, but they have a dinner reservation. So I don't know. Oh, wow. Huh. Sorry, I've got this autographed thing here, and the autograph is kind of faded. Uh-oh. Poliwrath, maybe if Slip joins. Yeah. That's true. How do we deal with that as Clefable? I feel like we gotta run the cape, right? Luxurious cape, we gotta run it. Like, if we run into Healstall, we'll want it. If we run into Poliwrath, we'll probably want it to survive and then jump into the deck sort of thing. Yeah. What's... Where is it? There's this many Pokemon with SIS somewhere in their card. Where is it? Seismitoad. I'm looking for Seismitoad. It was Twilight Masquerade. So it was around here, right? Or no, was it Twilight Masquerade or was it before then? Koraidon. Defiance Band, you're hitting 270 with Clefable against Poliwrath with it. Exact math. But you have to be behind on prizes. Who wants to be behind on prizes, you know? Okay. Where is it? There it is. Maybe. As long as this Pokemon's in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon cost 1 more. Seismitoad just seems so cool, doesn't it? Just seems so cool. $20 damage to benched, and then 3 energy for 130. That's terrible. That's trash. It has Lux Cape, yeah. The Black Bolt White Flare version. Use his round attack. Oh, round? Yeah, round is round is something that people love to talk about. I just don't know if it's ever going to work out very well. There's other Pokemon that have the round attack too. Yeah, Wigglytuff. Yeah. It's just Wigglytuff. Oh, sorry. Just Wigglytuff, sadly. No one else. Well, like, Seismitoad's entire line has round, but it's only Wigglytuff that has round outside of that. I wanted to build this card for so long, and now it's gonna be... Oh, it's not rotating. Awesome. I still have time to build this, and I want to, especially with all the stuff that fighting types have now, you know? But the whole discard of Stadium is really gonna hurt. Like, you can do that, let's say you do it for 8 turns, right? 8 times 3, that's 240. That's going to be 240 to every Pokemon out there if they don't get a Shaman out and whatnot. Like, I don't know. But that's not Pauper legal. Use Ignition Energy too. Yeah. You spin me round, right, round, right, round. I hope I said that terribly enough that makes you reconsider stuff in life. That was mean. If your opponent has 5 or fewer cards in their hand, this attack does 60 more damage. So we're looking at 90 damage. I'd rather just play Soul Rock. What can I do? I don't know. Man, I'm feeling a little lost here, you know? If you don't have exactly 7 cards in your hand, this attack does nothing. That sounds like a card that has potential, but it really doesn't. You have to have 7 cards in your hand at the end of your turn. Yeah. If any of your benched Panchams have any damage counters, this attack does 120 more, making it 200, which is fine and dandy. For damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That sounds fun. Sounds very easy to counterplay, but sounds fun, right? Do I throw in some Hops Cramorant just because? Just because. Does not belong there. Just more damage. Right. And we're looking for ability Pokemon. If we're trying to one-shot Poliwrath without having to be behind on prizes, we're looking for something that does more damage based off, like, an ability that we can apply to Clefable. And I don't know if that's there. This is your fighting Pokemon. No, Lilligant is your fighting, fire and grass Pokemon, so that doesn't work. What else is there? Cynthia's Roserade's only Cynthia's Pokemon. Victini is Fire Evolution Pokemon. Okay. I think, yeah, and then it's just this guy that would be able to do it. And he's a lot to get working, so I don't know about that. See, this is the issue. I have no idea what to play. I just don't know. My head is so full of ideas that I can't get them down on paper. You know? I don't know if that makes any sense, but it made sense to me. And isn't that really all that matters? Maybe one cram and save room for an extra night stretcher, and maybe one Mime Jr. for fun. I was thinking of Cleffa, honestly. For my baby Pokemon. What does Mime Jr. do? I forget. Mime Jr., your opponent chooses an attack from their Pokemon to play. You use the chosen attack as this attack. Yeah, that's fine, but like, I don't know. If they've got two attacks, they're clearly picking the worst one. And Mime Jr.'s like a small baby free attacker that you'd probably want to use in the beginning, but the attack's not really good for that. That's where I was thinking of just running some Cleffa. What's this Cleffa? Oh, it's a promo, so we can't play it in Pauper. Yeah, no other printings of it. Yep. What do the other Cramorants do? Flip a coin until you get tails, 50 for each heads. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 to one of your opponent's bench. So they're trash. I've been thinking, okay, I'm gonna delete Clefable because I'm very lost on this deck. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. And there's been a Pokemon. Fearow. With this repeating drill. So you flip 5 coins. I need to stop doing coin flip cards. No. Sorry. I gotta stop. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that Pokemon for a single energy, you flip 5 coins and you do 30 for each heads, right? So you're averaging 60 to 90 damage, which isn't bad. But the turns where you flip 5 and you do 150 damage are going to be bonkers, you know? And I really like that about Spearow. But I gotta stop doing coin flip decks. I've built so many coin flip decks recently. I need to stop. I need to. It's a problem. It's a problem. Oh. Okay. Fresh start. Fresh start. What do we got here? What are we like? Ooh, that's good. Not Pauper. Cool. Not Pauper. Cool. Not Pauper. Maybe we play Slowking Mirror, but you tech yours out to be super controlly. Maybe. Dang, that's the only line that we have of those. Yeah. Okay. Yuki. I'm half joking. Yeah, I get it. No, part of me is like, you know, let me take your Slowking deck and change it out to be a Clefable deck, but I don't know if it would work that way. you know? Maybe I should just play like a classic deck, you know? Like one of my older Pauper decks, but remade, like one that's going to be rotating soon. And I know exactly which one I want to play, but maybe I do that. Maybe I don't. I don't know. What do I do? Somebody tell me. I'm lost. So the first Pauper tournament I ever hosted, an attack like this won it. It maxed out at 120, but it was just solid damage every turn, never let up, and everyone else was like trying to do something like kind of creative and difficult. And so like they just set up, they did their thing, and they just constantly got knockouts. And I do like that. I do like that this Sableye is a common, and Grimsley's whatever is uncommon, and we could do some fun stuff with it, but I don't know what fun stuff to do, you know? And I've wanted to build this Duraludon Archaludon deck for a little while, where like if my opponent's playing evolutions, I use Hyper Beam. 70 damage may not be a lot, but I discard their energy, and maybe I play some other disruption stuff. And then Archaludon, in case I'm playing against a basic deck, then he just gets immunity from basics. And yeah, just keep that going, you know? Oh, that's a promo. Okay. You know what? Let's get this idea out of my head. Right. It's in there. Let's see. It's an older Pauper deck. No, but this would be an interesting... I love this Arbok, you know? I should probably revisit it. Where is it? Nope. Here it is. Here it is. Glimora. This guy is real annoying. So it's 20 damage plus poison. During your opponent's next turn, energy cards can't be attached from your opponent's hand to that Pokemon. So like it really like can trap Pokemon pretty easily. And I like it. And this entire deck is currently legal. That's cool. That's really cool. So let me see. If we duplicate it, we get rid of some of the unnecessary bits like Minior and Jirachi. We go into trainers here. Yep, we want the Perilous Jungle. Rescue board can turn into Air Balloon. Super Gravity Gemstone. Azale's Appeal can swap out to Boss. Boo-doo-doo-doop. And Ultra Ball can swap out into Poke Pad. Seven energy seems kind of high. to run an extra poke pad. What would we want here? Either a basic that we're at 2 of, like Tatsuguri might be interesting, or a 1/1 line of a Pokemon. But what? Oh, right, okay. Actually, we've got some other stuff we could include in here. Because of all the stuff that's come out for fighting Pokemon, it might be worth it to, like, throw in Fighting Gong as an example. But I don't know. Seems kind of iffy, you know? If I just get rid of Earthen Vessel and go Fighting Gong. Professor W, renewing your membership for 3 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hope you know that. Hope you understand that. Throw in Arvin. Put a Tatsuguri. Dracloak at a 3 of is a bit high. I could bring that down to bring up Tatsuguri to a 2 of. Add another air balloon. Yeah. Up that. All right. Clinton, did you want to play against this corrosive pauper deck? I believe Slowking is resistant to fighting, so I'll be doing 0 damage, except the poison. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I meant to have that up, and I didn't have that up. Whoops. But hey, it doesn't matter. Twitch is just full of bots. That's all there is. No one over there actually watches Pokemon content. It's just full of bots. Lots and lots of bots. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Clinton, when you're ready, send me that challenge. I gotta think of a poll. What poll should we talk about? What will be the top deck post-rotation? Dragapult, EX, Absol, Mega Absol, another option being, where are the decks right now? Where are the decks right now? Limitless, let's see, Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Something else. Start pull. It's Slowking for sure. Oh yeah, I bet. Why wouldn't it be Slowking, you know? Where'd the challenge go? Did I wait too long? I'm sorry, Clinton. Dranabelle. Hello. How are you? There we go. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Did anyone notice what shirt I'm wearing? On the back it says staff. It's from the professor program. I've got one that says judge as well. Do you want to go first? Yes. We want to get our energy lock as fast as possible, right? So that's what we're going to do. We start with no basics. No basics. Every time I get no basics, I think of no maidens. The meme, no maidens. I don't know if people know that meme. But yeah, it's like no basics. No basics. I mulliganed once, but not again. I've got my buddy Poofin. I've got my jungle, got my hammer, got some Jercloak. I'm going to be drawing up a storm. Iron bundle. Hey! Buddy Poofin. We're going to grab Dweepy. And do we grab Tots? And just try to like set up in the future? No, I'm going to go Glimmet. I think Glimmet makes more sense. This fighting energy, I don't know if I should attach it to Dweepy or Glimmet though. I'm going to attach it to Glimmet. And then just hit enter. That's all. Maybe they'll hyperblower me and I can put my Glimmet into the active. You know? That's always possible. Poke pad coming down. Oh no! Smooch 'em? Oh man. You gonna smooch me, Clinton? Come on. On camera too. Ooh, I liked those discards. I liked it. A Wondrous Patch, a Slow King. I didn't know you had Crabominable in here, but that's awesome to see. We got the Yungoos out. We got some Slow King out, or some Slowpoke out. There's the Smooch 'em. They're gonna smooch me. Clinton, my wife watches my live streams. How dare you? I gotta say, it's delightful, but how dare you? Okay. We get Team Star Grunt. That's cool. Crushing Hammer. Go. Hey, we got one. Crushing Hammer. Go. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is insane. Insane in the membrane. We get Arven. Yes, Arven. Arven's gonna save us here. Let's also go Recon Directive. What do we get? What do we get? We get Glamora. Very nice. Very nice. And we can start our lock here. Well, it won't be the start of a lock because we because we're going to knock out the Smoochum, and then it won't have that effect on it, which is fine. Do one of each there. Air Balloon the active Jercloak. Retreat to the Glamora. And Corrosive Shards. So we do 0 damage because of resistance bar. The poison comes in and does the 30 for the knockout. Though that double heads was insane. I don't deserve that. That was so good for us. So good. Slowpoke. Slowpoke. Poke in the slow. Slowing the poke. Gonna hyperblower me? Come on, do it. Do it. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Here comes the poke pad, possibly to grab a king out of the deck. And he scoops because all his slow king are prized. Gumshoes, a different kind of king for some people. Hashtags no king, right? Academy at night. Oh no, it's so dark here. What am I gonna do? Would they recover? Oh, that king. Got it. Okay, and here comes the energy lock. They're gonna need to hit the Crispin right now, right? Oh, there's the Wondrous Patch. That's their second one gone. One to the active. Alright, we got Fighting Energy and a Glamora here, so let's go ahead and play those down. I'm kind of tempted to play the Team Star Grunt, but at the same time, that's going to give them more energy in their hand, so I kind of don't want to, right? Let's grab the Poke Pad, and we'll Recon Directive again. And with this one, we'll grab, ooh, good choices, Fighting Energy. So, Poke Pad. What can Poke Pad get me? It can get me another Glimmet. So let's just go ahead and Corrosive Shards. So we get the poison. They could attach an air balloon and retreat. So that was something to consider, me playing the Team Star Grunt or not. I still feel like not playing it was the correct choice, but we'll see in the long run. They can also just play Switch, if they have it. Or Jet Energy, yeah, that'll do. So, what attack are they going to do? Is it going to be Kyurem and knock out Dracloak, Tots, and Dracloak? Armarouge, what the heck? Discard all fire energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 1 aid to one of your opponent's bench. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gonna knock out the bench Glamora or go for a Dracloak? Go for a Dracloak. Not a bad move. Not a great move. I prefer it if you didn't, but you know, you did, so. So we are going to Team Star Grunt, and we're going to put the Psychic Energy back, because if we put the Jet Energy, then they're just going to be able to, you know, so we don't want that. So let's go ahead. We're going to Recon Directive. We got Arven and Gravity Gemstone. Well, Arven can get us the Gravity Gemstone. Right, we already played a supporter for turn. Poke Pad could get us Glimmet. Hoogal, thanks for the happy poops. Always appreciate spending those jewels here. Corrosive Shards, I guess? Yes. Okay. Okay. Evidence gathering. Another Jet Energy hits the field. Of course it does. Of course it does. Blech. What are they going to use now? Academy at Night. I'm guessing Kiram, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Driftblim? What does Driftblim do? What the heck? Put 8 damage counters any way you like. That would be the one to use. You could put 7 here, knock out the tots, and then 1 elsewhere. 1 on the other cloak. That way you can get that knockout. Alright, alright. Let's see. We get Perilous Jungle. Nice. We'll poke pad out a Glimmet. I'll attach a Fighting Energy. And we will Professor's Research. For the Gravity Gemstone here. Oh, Sophie's dinner time. There you go. I can Super Rod back in the those 3. And then I can Recon Directive. I get Tots and Perilous. I'm going to grab Tots. I'll play Tots down. And I'll Corrosive Shards. I'm not doing great here. Wondrous Patch onto the Slow King. Oh, other Slow King. Okay. Okay, they attach to that Slow King. Got it. They can gather evidence to use Seek Inspiration. But we'll see what happens. Nope, they got Academy at Night as well. So, Lana's Aid. Oh boy. That ain't great for me. Ugh, I gotta put something else into the active. I'll put up Tots. Evidence Gathering. Armor Rouge. Knocking out Lamora. Yep, yep, yep. There's that Lamora. Recon Directive. Super Rod. We're going to recover this. Done. I need... What do I need? I need a lot right now. So I'm going to Professor's Research and see what we get. Perilous Jungle. Attract customers. We got a Professor's Research. Glimmet comes down. Fighting Energy. Retreat. 2 Glamora. And Corrosive Shards. We're getting close to a KO on this Slow King. Seek Inspiration, Driftblim. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Fighting Energy. Recon Directive. We'll grab air balloon. Air balloon the tots. Fighting gong to get a Glimmet. Nope, a fighting energy. Huh. I guess we just end our turn. Not real sure about anything else to do. This Slowking gets knocked out. I wish it was getting knocked out coming into my turn. That's where it really gets good. But I wasn't able to get that to happen. Crabrumable just doing that much damage. Insane. Put up Tatsuguri. Fighting energy on the Dracloak. Attract customers. We get Lana's Aid. Nice. Team Star Grunt, put the Psychic Energy back into their hand. Retreat to the Glamora. And Corrosive Shards. Dang it. Oh, dang it. That was 120. Oh my gosh. You set that up perfectly, Clinton. Nice. All right. Okay, so we know this deck can't survive. Good game, Clinton. Okay, got that out of my head. That deck, it's good in certain situations. It's not good here. So we need something that can compete against Slowking. What do we have that can compete against Slowking? Come on. Not really the best matchup for you, but I did sweat. I mean, you did great. You did great against this deck, you know? So... okay. Oh, it's rare. Dang it. Dang it. I thought Peckrunt was going to be uncommon, and we could just do a Peckrunt deck and see what happens. But no. Sableye. Let's see. What does this do? Move a number of damage cards from your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active. And that's a rare, so this would be the only viable one. Then we want to look at Stage 2 Dark Pokemon. If you're playing Glamora, I will be playing something different. I really don't want it to be lopsided like that. No. I want you to play what you want to play. What? Dark Stage 2 Pokemon. Why is it saying there's none? There's 0. Clear. Oh, that's why. Got it. Because that was there. So what do we want for Pauper? Maybe this one? At least Crocodile. That's a fun one. This one also is fun. Nope, that's a rare. These ones aren't, right? No. Cool, cool. Rantar, that's a rare. Crobat isn't. We go 2 of those. We should also play Tatsuguri in here, that's for sure. Throw one of those in. Throw one of those in. Maybe play to counter jet energies. I get what you're saying. Like in that Glimora deck, I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't actually counter jet energies. It would just discard them, and that would only be after you've already used the effect, right? And that's where the issue comes in with that. Why don't I have any of this? That's weird. Alright. So we got all those. Now we hit clear. And we just look for Tots. Tatsuguri. Alright, and we want Grimsley's Move in here. We want just Janine's Secret Art in there. We want some dark energies for sure. What else do we want? Let's see. We're gonna want Academy at Night. We're gonna want Poke Pad. Toad's Cruel. Well, no, we're playing Gengar so that we can swap out our Pokemon. See, this has 80 HP, which is going to make it a little difficult to work with because we can't do Buddy Buddy. So I guess we'd have to rely off Nest. You know? What else? What else are we going to want? Some draw cards would be great, you know? So why don't we go ahead and throw in Lily as just the go-to draw card, period. Awesome. Awesome sauce. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? We could do Hilda. We could do Colress. It is done. Sweet. Gotta plug in my phone here. I just want it to charge. Thank you. Okay. No lag. Yeah, I'm sorry. It happens. It happens. What else? What else? What else? I guess we could throw in some Colress. We're probably going do we want, yeah, we probably want some recovery, but Night Stretcher should be what we go with. Should I here, what if we also 4 rare candies, Go with a Sandile. Zubat. Oh, not that one. I like that one. What else do we need? Nidoran. Confirm. I mean, I'm serious about the slime mold colony Toad's Cruel. If you're down for it, it would add an extra layer of challenge since I'd have to play Super Rod or something. Give me 1 second. Ghastly. Okay, if we go back to the other deck. I don't know why I love Grimsley's move so much, but I really do. And I think it can lead to some really fun stuff. Alright, Corrosive Pauper. Here we go. Edit. And we're looking at Toad. Slime Mold Colony. Cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into their hand by an effect of your opponent's abilities or trainer cards. I mean, it's good. It shuts down Night Stretcher. Like, okay, if we throw in a 1/1 of it, like that, and then we gotta take out some stuff. Take out a Fighting Gong. And an Arvin. And then that deck has that, right? So it's gonna shut down some things for sure. Just don't know if it's getting the deck where it needs to be. You know? What does this do? Pull switching. Okay. Are you wanting to play again? I can play again with Corrosive Pauper if you so want to. Yeah, probably not gonna flip the matchup. Yeah, I don't think so. But if you wanted to play, we could. Or I could continue working on this thing. See if it actually works, you know? I doubt it's going to, but it would be hilarious if we could get it to work, you know? That would be fun. Tails never fails, because my Team Rocket version of this, where it was like Team Rocket's Nidoqueen and Nidoking, works surprisingly well. I've taken it out for a spin a couple times, and every time I'm like, why is this working? You know? Now, the numbers in this deck really isn't, let's see, Clinton, but let's see what this deck can do. The dark one? Yeah, let's see. We got Sableye, we even got Nidoran there, done. We're looking great. Are we going first or second? We're going first. We'll just attach this Dark Energy to this Sableye and enter. And we just gotta get a stage 2 onto the bench. Then we're doing 90 damage. That's a good amount of damage. Oh, great. We're playing against Hop. Hop can be annoying. I've tried the Niddos as well with Reuniclus, and it worked surprisingly well. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. The bot. I understand the bot goes through like a checklist of, I can play this card. Why haven't I? Let me play this card. But like, come on. Wow, that was terrible. Rather than doing 20 damage, I'm going to retreat to Tatsuguri, and I'm going to attract customers and try to get a Grimsley's move. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. Classic AI behavior. Yep. But don't worry. It's coming for your job, you know? Turo, they're going to pick up their Fez? Just for the same situation they had last turn. Love it. Oh man, these guys are hilarious. Let's see. We can nest ball out something. Let's nest ball out Sandile. Or, no, Zubat. Let's nest ball Zubat out. And then we're going to attach a Dark Energy to Tatsuguri to retreat with that. After we Grimsley's move and hit nothing. No, we hit Crobat. Perfect. I'm so glad I just got Zubat out. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, we get Grimsley's move again. Look at that. We're going to retreat this Tatsuguri, put up the Sableye, and knock out this Wooloo. PTCGP's AI is fairly competent, but when have it play for you in solo, it sometimes misses the win or just BMs before taking the win. Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher. I could see that being like a rock song, you know? Something about getting, you know, drunk or high or something, and at night, and they bring in the stretcher. And you know that's when your friend's really messed up. That's what I would write it about. But I'm no artist. I can't do that. I used to be able to draw fairly well. As good as a, you know, a 7th, 8th grader could. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to attach that there. I'm going to Lilies? Sure, I'm going to Lilies. An 80s show about medics who ride motorcycles? Yeah, could be. Rare candy into the Nidoqueen. The Queen has arrived. We're going to Academy at Night to bop the Postwick. We've got the Sableye, but we really don't need it right now. We'll just do 90 damage to this Pheasantipity. Sure, it's a 3-hit KO, but it's a single prize Mon that's doing it. Thanks for gusting up my free retreater when you don't have an attacker. I think that calls for a thank you. Okay, so I can nest ball for a Ghastly to get Gengar out. So that'll be nice. Or I'll just top deck the Ghastly right there, you know? We'll Colress. Grab these two. Done. Attach a Dark Energy to Nidoqueen. Retreat to the Queen. And just gain immunity from here on out, right? I mean, I guess there are Chaladon EX that they have in this who could be an issue. What did you Academy at Night that you discarded a double and a boss's orders and felt comfortable with that? Like, what? Ugh. Alright, let's see. Rare candy out the Gengar. Nice. Let's see. If we nest ball out Tatsuguri, that will fill up the bench. I think right now we just queen press. Because right now we're not being threatened by anything. You know? So. This deck is working. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's working. I don't know what it is about Grimsley's move, but every time, it just works for me. Oh no, they put Hop's Choice Spell on Duraludon. What am I gonna do? Stay immune to the Duraludon? Let's see. Yeah, we'll just Queen's Press, I guess. Yeah, I could have recovered one more Dark Energy and then just lunged out, I guess. Would have gotten the KO. Would have been better. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Yep, you got Earthen Vessel to get those energies, you know. Okay. Let's see. We get a Crocodile. We got an energy there. We don't have any energy, so we're probably going to Colress Tenacity here. Grab those two, right? I'm going to Nest Ball. Yeah, I know I'm going to win by deck out, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. You know? So I get Tatsuguri out. I retreat to the Tatsuguri. Attract customers. And I get Lily. Okay. That's not as good as... That's not what I need, you know? But then we're going to Night Gate. And we're going to move Sableye into the active. Our only attacker right now, you know? Attach this Dark Energy to Crobat. And... What is that attack name? Okay. Cocky Claw? What? Pokemon Company. What? Alright. Is it just me being inappropriate? Is there really no issue with that? It's just a me thing, not a it's not actually a problem thing. Could be. Dark Energy, nice. I need one of those. Sure, I'll play down Sableye just so I have a nice base, you know? Attract customers, what do we get? We get Janine's Secret Art here. That's not bad. We can accelerate some energy out onto the field. 1 and 2. Done. 1, 2. Beautiful. Professor W, you're definitely the problem. I'm always the problem. And then I can Night Gate, put Crobat into the active. And oh, I can play Shadowy Envoy, which will let me draw up, but I feel like I've already got too many cards. Oh, just one, okay. But 120. A blammo. And that's a KO on an Archaludon EX. Professor W, why aren't you joining the Pauper tournament this Saturday? Huh? Not to guilt trip you, but guilt. Grimsley's move. So we could get Crocodile out. Crocodile sounds fun. Why don't we do that? Academy at night. Crocodile. Done. Grimsley's move. I want that one. Done. Night Stretcher to get a dark energy. And play that there. And then Poison Fang. It's not a guilt trip, it's a localized guilt location. That was pretty good. Let's see. Is the new vid about a current tourney or a tourney happening soon? I don't know what Haley means, the current vid. Okay, I guess I'm going to retreat to the Sableye and have the Sableye get the knockout here. 90 damage. Boom! So what is it about Grimsley's move that just freaking works for me? You know, like, it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay. Why is it not showing any cards? Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Clinton, did you want to play against Corrosive or this monstrosity that I built? Or Professor W, do you want to play? Or does no one want to play and I'll take a Pauper deck into ranked? I guess when you play a bajillion dark Pokemon, it tends to hit, but also it is kind of cool like that. So I actually don't play that many dark Pokemon, if you think about it. Here, if we jump into the thing. Professor W, you want to play. Is there a particular deck you want to play against? So, like, with this new deck here, the Sableye one, right? I don't play that many Stage 2 Dark Pokemon. I play, what is it, Ghastly, 2 Crobat. Here, we can just count out here. 2 Crocodile, 2 Crobat, a Nidoqueen, a Gengar. I play 6. That's it. Anything, I'll be using Bulls. Bulls? What do I want to use? I'm going to use Corrosive, and we'll see how it goes. When you get online, send me a challenge. Well, if I played the Sableye deck, I could get Nidoqueen out, and then that just locks up the whole game, right? Then I'm like guaranteed to win, because I just continually have immunity to basics. So that would be unfair. So yeah, let's try Corrosive against a single energy deck, and we'll see how we do, right? Oh, man. Should I stream more often with my professor shirts on? They like never get used, you know? My local league is just like me and my wife, 2 kids, and 1 guy that occasionally shows up. Potogrief, I'm the world's #1 Pokemon TCG emote spammer. Ugh. Not quite guaranteed if they play Iron Bundle, since there is the bundle plus boss play. Or they might not even need boss. Yeah. No, there's ways to play around it, but it's not exactly common, you know? Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. Professor W, if you don't play that while we're both at 1 prize, I will be disappointed. You would win in a sudden death match, for sure, but like, I'd be so upset. Alright, cool. We just end turn. That was a thrilling turn 1. Thrilling. If they get 2 bowls with damage on them. Poke pad coming down for Paldean Tauros. No risky ruins, though. There's the Colress for the risky. Did you steal my deck? Professor W, did you steal my post-rotation deck? This is looking a lot like my post-rotation deck, although that Tauros is not post-rotation. So they're going to get a knockout on my Glimmet, and I am in trouble. So, yay. Go Dweepy. He's just a little dweepy. So we'll play down Perilous Jungle. Poke Pad. Your Cloak. I probably should swap out Research for Lily in this deck. Just because I want to. Recon Directive. Arven, I can go Arven. Arven can get me stuff. So we'll go Arven. We'll go Buddy and Air. Buddy and Air. We'll play down the Buddies. And go 1, 2. Ooh, getting Toad's Cruel out, though, would be pretty sweet. Because then they can't Night Stretcher stuff back. We'll just end turn. A little sleepy dweepy? Yeah. Can't live, can't breathe with no air. Would you like each player to take a prize card? Yes. Air balloon, nice. Nice. Oh, dang it. They got the KO. That's fine. Put up Tots. If I get fighting energy, that'd be pretty sweet. Dang it. Air balloon. I'm gonna play down the other Tots. Air balloon that. Glimora. Lana's Aid. 1, 2, 3. Glimmet. Dweepy. Attract customers. We're gonna grab a Research. And retreat to Tots. Attract customers. Dang it, we get nothing. Cool. We end turn. I would love a fighting energy. That way I could Team Star Grunt the energy back into their hand and then just keep that Tauros locked in the active, you know? Alright, they Colress, so they'll play down Risky Runes. I'll play down Perilous Jungle, and we'll see how things go. Air Balloon on the Tauros. That's a smart move. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. Yes. I'm always going to say yes. I feel like Professor W is using my weakness against me. Gravity Gemstone. Alright. Lucky Helmet. You two are legends for this exchange. Alright. Cloak. I still haven't gotten a freaking energy. Give me an energy. Come on. Nothing. I'm gonna have to... Okay, hold on. Recon Directive. Energy. There we go. Whew, boy. That was a close one. Play down the energy. Team Star Grunt. Retreat to Glamora. Corrosive Shards. Unfortunately, I don't think it was much of a bargain for you. It really wasn't. Okay. So really they just need Switch. That's all they need, is Switch. What'd they grab? Risky Runes and what? Fighting Energy. Cool. Onto the Tauros. Interesting. Very interesting. No. I hate having to discard these two Perilous Jungles. I really do. Recon Directive. What do I get? Arvin and Crushing Hammer. Let's see. If we get heads, that's going to be legendary. Boom. We're going to remove it from this guy. Then we're going to boss up that Tauros. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. I lose next turn, but that was hilarious. We get Toad's Cool. That's cool. Recon Directive. I don't know what I'm hoping for right now. Fighting Gong, Cloak. I've only got... Yeah, I don't have that out. So Fighting Gong. Play that down. Get a Fighting Energy. For the Glamette. Professor's Research. Because it's the last turn. So... Crushing Hammer, maybe, maybe, maybe. Dang. Gamora. Hook Pad. Gonna grab. Well, I was gonna grab Dweepy, but I guess I don't have one. So I'll grab Glamette, play that down. And yeah, I'm just ready to lose here. Yeah, playing against a single energy deck is kind of difficult for this. So that's good to know. Oh my gosh, the Toadstool was one turn too late, you know? Unless he plays another bowl. No, okay. Yep, the Toadstool was one turn too late. Maybe if I had prioritized that earlier on, maybe... I don't think it would have been any different, honestly. Okay. Okay, and then Clinton, you wanted to play again? And against you, I'm going to play the Sableye deck. Because you've already played against Corrosive, so I'm going to play the Sableye deck. So... yeah, GG, Professor W. I don't know, did you see how many prize cards I took? Like, I was pretty impressed there. Here, I think I want to lower this by 1. Like, there's a lot of fiddly stuff we can do here. Increase that by 1. Yeah. That corrosive deck is pretty scary. It can be. But I just think it gets outclassed nowadays. Clinton, send me a challenge when you're ready. Yeah, I almost played the Sableye deck against you, but I have a Nidoqueen that prevents all damage from basics. And if I got that out, it's just like, you can't hurt me, you know? So I played Corrosive. Playing against a single energy deck is a little rough with that deck. Maybe it's difficult because like Pokemon League Headquarters would also make a pretty good card in that deck. And that would hurt the Bulls. But yeah. Oh man. Ouch. Oh. How long have I been going? Almost 2 hours. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I might just rely on Toxic Beauty on the tournament this week. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. So, Professor W, why aren't you joining us on Saturday? Do you gotta work or something? I go first. Okay. I got no basics. No basics. Here's some basics. Okay. We get Tots. We get Sable. We've got a Zubat. We're looking pretty good right now. We got attract customers here. Yeah. Oh no, it's Smoochum. Clinton, how many times do I gotta tell you? I'm married. You can't be smooching me like that. Do 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 do. So we have a total of 5 stage 2s in the deck, right? So what are the chances of us hitting one? Low. They're low. Our chances are low. If we get like Grimsley's move and use that, right? But we did get Academy at Night, so I can put Crocodile up there. I just don't have any energy, which is going to hurt, you know? But it is what it is. Like, I don't know, it might be worth the sacrifice. Oh no, Smoochum, no! No! How rude. I could get a knockout with Sableye. Okay. Let's attract customers. Do I get Grimsley's move? I do get Grimsley's move. And with this poke pad, I can put anything there. So I poke pad. I get Gengar. Done. We Academy at Night the Gengar. Done. We Grimsley's move out the Gengar. Done. And I think I hit end turn here. Shaman probably would have been good to throw in this deck, especially against Slowking. Yeah, Shaman is needed. I need to start remembering to put Shaman in all my decks, you know? There's a Slowking. Are they going to use Slowking, or are they going to power up another Slowpoke? I think that's a decent question. And I think that's something they have to answer for themselves. I'd probably attack with Slowking, personally. Yeah, that's the move. That's the move. Academy at night. Shaman should probably be in almost every Pauper deck. Yeah, probably should. Probably. Driftbloom placing 8 damage counters. Where are they going to place them? I don't know. It could be anywhere. They could knock out Zubat or Tatsuguri or Sableye with this move. Clearly, they're taking a long time to think about the exact placement that they want. They're knocking out Zubat, putting damage counters on everyone. Not a bad move. Do we nest ball out anything? I'm gonna say Lily's Determination. Okay. So here we go. We get that, we get that. Night Gate. Oh, I forgot to attract customers, didn't I? Dang it. And Sableye gets the knockout. Rare Candy. Alright. So if we get Sandile down, then we could Rare Candy the Crocodile out later, which could be pretty good. But which Crocodile? Ooh, questions, concerns, comments. Any of those things. Jet Energy pushing Slowking into the active. Academy at night. What attack are they going to use? It could be anything. I think they should use Armarouge, but that's just me. Slowpoke hits the field. Academy at night. Card goes on top of the deck. What is that card? Iron Bundle. The bundler coming in. Knocking out my Sableye. What does that say? If the defending Pokemon... Oh my gosh. Is an evolution, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. We get Janine's Secret Art. Let's attract customers here. We get Colress, which we don't really need in this matchup. So we're going to play down the Dark Energy onto Sableye. We're going to play down the Sandile, and then we're going to Lily. Right? As soon as the game lets me do anything. I broke it. I broke the game. There we go. Jeez, Sandile down. Ugh. Dark Energy, Sableye, Lily's Determination for 6 new cards. And we get both Crocodiles and no Rare Candy. Crazy how this works. Night Gate. Push that Sableye into the active. Done. And we'll get a knockout on Slowking. The 1 energy to knock out Slowking is really good. Dark energy. All right. Cramorant. All right, all right. I need rare candy. If I can get a rare candy, that'd be great. Now, the problem is, Lily is my only draw card. It's my only option, which would take away my Crocodiles, right? Unless I top deck a rare candy? No. Sableye, though. Sableye's good. Attract customers. Janine's Secret Art. Ooh. I could get Gengar powered up, but that still won't get the knockout. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to Janine's Secret Art. 1, 2. Done. 1, 2. Done. Why do I have to drag them? There we go. Okay. Then we put this one here. Put that one there. I switch them so I can attract customers again. And I get Colress's Tenacity, a terrible card in this matchup. End turn. Tighten Up is one heck of a move here, so that'd be pretty sweet. But right now I need this Crocodile, right? Because if I can Vengeful Fang for 160, I can knock out the Cramorant straight away, you know? Alright, so there's Tots. Night Stretcher won't get me what I need. Attract customers. Janine's Secret Art again. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. Night Stretcher. Tatsuguri. Switch them up. Let's attract customers again. We get Grimsley's Move. There we go. There we go. Academy at Night. Crocodile. Grimsley's Move. Bring out Crocodile. Attach an energy. End turn. Having to give up that many prizes there was killer. That destroyed me. Choose a Pokemon to go into the active. Tatsuguri it is. Night Stretcher. Attract customers. She needs Secret Art again. Ugh. Fine, we'll play it. Go 1, 2, done. 1, 2, done. 1, 2. Night Stretcher. Dark Energy. Attach it there. Night Gate, put up Crocodile. Done. And Vengeful Fang. 220. Oh, it's plus 160. Oh, nice. Even better. And a Nest Ball. Alright, they just need to Armor Rouge and knock out anything on the bench. Lana's Aid, yep. Slowking Energy and something to Academy at Night and attack, right? Drifblim, yep, there they go. Good game, Clinton. I'm clearly... This deck needs a lot of TLC, but I still find it fun. And I think Toxic Beauty is what I'm going to land on for my deck for the Pauper tournament. So, does anyone else want to play? Let me know in the chat. I'll play against you. Yeah, there goes the Sableye. Continue. GG. Your consistency did not show up this game, unfortunately. The late game, once you got that Cramorant out, I was struggling. I was struggling there. Let's see. We remove that. No, we want to keep that, actually. We want to keep that. If we can probably bring Janine down to 3, and then we add a Shaman. Which I know wouldn't stop the Drift Bloom, but it would stop other things. So, Shaman it is. Maybe fight fire with fire. I think Cram is good in pretty much every Pauper deck. Yeah, and you're not wrong. I think I settled that I'm just going to play Toxic Beauty on Saturday. I think that's a good deck. I like where it's at. I like how it plays. I like it a lot. So I think that's just what I'm going to play. And I haven't been able to showcase it yet, you know? So I think it just fits the mold of what Pauper is, you know? Although I don't have Shaman in the deck, do I? I'm not playing Kyurem this tourney, but I will be playing Armarouge. Why not? Is Kyurem, like, isn't Kyurem still boss? Isn't it still, like, top tier? Jeez. Did anyone else want to play? We can play again if anyone's up for it. If not, I'll jump into randoms. What's the trainer trials currently? Twin battle. Only cards legal in the standard format. Each card must appear exactly twice, except for basic energy. Okay. That sounds fun, but, you know. Oh, wow, I'm closer than I thought. When does this ladder end? 1 week. I should really put in time and effort. Putting in effort is my struggle. Let's jump into a full match with Toxic Beauty and see what happens, right? Who knows? Who knows? Call the starting coin flip. Tails never fails, even though we're facing against the boss. Told you, Tails never fails. Would you like to go first? Yes. Yes, I would. Every day I want to go first. Okay, so we start Wurmple. Pretty simple start for us. Kind of exactly what you expect. We got Buddy Buddy. That's pretty good. I would love to get Forest. If I can get Forest, that'd be pretty sweet. Speaking of the boss, that's your opponent. Exactly. Exactly. We got a Monkey, which gives us 0 information on what they are bringing to the table. We can grab Tots, we can grab a Wurmple, or we can grab 2 Wurmples. We do have Air Balloon. I feel like a Tatsuguri is just really worth it in the beginning. So we are going to play that down and then play that air balloon, retreat the Wurmple to the Tatsuguri, and then attract some customers if we can. You know what I mean? We cannot. No customers. Dang it. No maidens. Alright, Monkey Dory's turn. What is the monkey gonna bring? Just crispin an attack with Mind Bend. Give me your Tots, Napoleon. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. We got Dust Talks. Alright, so we can Dawn, but let's attract customers. We get Arvin. Okay, Arvin might be better right now. Let's go ahead and Silcoon. And with Silcoon's ability, yes, we will grab a Cascoon. Because that's the most optimal way to play this deck. We will... Well, let's play Dawn. And we're going to grab just Wurmple, Silcoon, and... Ooh, which one? Which one? Beautifly, I guess? Yeah, Beautifly. Alright. So we'll play down the Wurmple. We'll play down the Silcoon. And we'll go grab another Cascoon. Yes. We'll grab Cascoon. Done. If I recall correctly, you live in Idaho. I think it was filmed there. Oh, huh. Interesting. You are correct, by the way. End turn. Middle of nowhere, Idaho. Can't wait to get out of this state. The snow finally showed up, which is an oddity. Usually the snow shows up around Christmas, so the snow finally showed up. Ugh. Hate the snow. I don't mind the snow, honestly. Miss Rose, yo, hope you're doing well. Hey, by the way, wanted to ask if I can make some arts for your channel, if you don't mind. Just followed. Thanks for following, and if you want to make art, feel free. I have a Discord if you want to post it there. That'd be pretty cool, you know? Clinton, my great-grandma lived in Blackfoot, potato capital of the world. I love that little place. When was the last time you were in Blackfoot? I know that city. They have the East Idaho Fair there every year. The East Idaho State Fair. Artisan. I mean, I kind of want them to knock out my Tatsuguri right now, but they're not going to. That only does 60 damage. I really need energy. Quite some time ago, maybe 15 to 20 years, I live on the other side of the U.S., and she's passed on. Yeah. I never knew my great-grandparents, so, yeah. It happens, you know? Beautifly there. I'm going to play Arvin. Arvin's going to get me bug catching set, an air balloon, bug catching set. Hopefully, cross our fingers here, grass energy. Dang it. Still no energy. Attract customers. Let's see what we get here. Arvin. Okay, next turn. Next turn. Let's go ahead and Bolsterous Wind. We flip heads. I'm going to send that dark energy right back at him. Boom. Just like that. Nice. And end turn. Yeah, Idaho is the most east I've ever been. I grew up in California, and I've always wondered what it's like on the east side, where the states are smaller. So, like, it's not like I'm used to driving like a couple hours to get to the next state, you know? And so I've been curious of what East US life is like when you can go multiple places and everything, like, you know. One day I'll visit, you know. One day I'll find you know, have a camper van and go somewhere. Why didn't they play down their energy? That's weird. Oh well. Let's go ahead and attract customers. We get none. Little poke pad, where we will get dust talks. Done. Play down dust talks there. We can Arvin. Grab bug catching set and an air balloon. Bug catching set. Just a Wurmple. Okay. That is an option. Bolsterous Wind. Flip a coin. Heads. Beautiful. We send the other energy back to their hand. Air balloon. Retreat. And hope they have 2 more energy in hand. No, I'll probably just do, come on. I put the wrong one up? Okay. I put the wrong one up. That's my fault. That's my fault. I can't believe I did that. See, I'm being distracted, chat. Like, I blame you all. It's still a bit of a drive to get to a neighboring state for us. Atlanta is about 2.5 hour drive from where I am. Huh. I mean, then you gotta also factor in the traffic out there, you know? So that probably also has a lot to do with stuff. Lily's Determination. Nice. Maybe they get a lot of energy in their hand. That'd be great. Is this matchup actually kind of good? I don't know. Because, like, they want energy in the discard. And that's the one place I'm not putting their energy. You know? Bolsterous Wind. Let's go. Beautiful. Retreat to the one that actually has the energy. Energy Straw. Oh, it's 80? I thought it was 50. So yeah, 2 is enough for me to get that knockout. 1. Thank you. Hey, I'm surprised we're doing this good. Against a full-on standard deck, this Pauper deck is popping off, you know? So that's pretty awesome. I should have spent more time looking at their hand. Here we go. Here we go. Ionos, Arvins, a Lily, Mega Diancie, Nest Ball, and 2 energy. Awesome. So no Guardy, no rare candy. Well, they got Arvin, so, but you know what I mean. And not just any standard deck, but like the number 2 standard deck at this time. Yeah. Like, this is impressive. My wife got 2 emails today that our ETBs have shipped, which is so weird because they charged our account, but then never took the money and the charges disappeared. But now our ETBs are on the way. and we're very confused about what's going on. But I'm going to use one ETB just to open on the channel and be like, hey, you know, I'm opening ETB, have fun, come join me. And then I'm going to use the second ETB to just take the packs out and then do shorts for, I think you get 11 packs in those ETBs, so for 11 days, which I usually do 4 shorts a week, and that would be almost 3 weeks worth of content, which is awesome, you know? Get back to those dailies, you know? Ultra Ball? What's so ultra about it, huh? Did they already play their supporter, Arvin? Yes. Okay. Yuki. Maybe they just confused ETVs with EDBs. They got stung by bees and hence the delay? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Bolster's Wind. Tails. Dang. Don't give me double tails. Don't give me none of that. Alright, come on. You gotta hit heads here. You gots to. Oh! Ouch. That hurts. We're gonna Dawn. Just to try to get stuff out of the deck, you know? Like Silcoon. And Shaman. I could Stun Spore, possibly, and paralyze them. Or I could go for a KO. But the issue is that I only know if they have 1 energy in their hand, right? So I feel like Stun Spore might actually be the better play here. But that Gardevoir is scary. We're gonna Stun Spore and see what happens. Come on. Yes! Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. There's the Gardevoir. Oh. I was like, how likely is it to hit 3 heads in a row? You know? Or 3 tails in a row. So I was like, you know, 3rd coin flip. Let's go. Even though I know it's still a 50% chance that paralyze would have gone off, it still feels good, you know? Too bad Dustox can only target the active Pokemon and not the benched Pokemon. That is the biggest downfall of Dustox. They're playing Ultra Ball. They're going to grab their other Guardy, play that down. Maybe it's a Mega Guardy, you know? Just regular old Guardy. Alright. They've got 3 energy in the discard currently. Iono. Thank you. Okay, we get Lily, we get Arvin, we get Grass Energy. We're looking decent. If Dustox could target the bench, that'd be insane. It would be terrifying to play against. Right, but still on a coin flip. So, like... Oh, perfect. Now I don't have to use the energy straw. I can just use my first attack, Stun Spore, to get this knockout. But if I can hit 2 heads on Dustox and put those 2 energy into their hand rather than in the discard, so like this Drifloon would have a much harder time powering up and whatnot. Ah, nice. That's a good move on them. It really helps me out too, though. Because now I can play down that Silcoon, get another Cascoon out, all that jazz. So I'm excited for what they just did. And I can still Stun Spore for the knockout. Forest of Vitality. What a top deck. What a top deck there. That's gorgeous. Love seeing it. Is Tots the only thing? Tots the only thing. I could Arven for a poke pad and guarantee the Silcoon, or I could Lily. I'm gonna Lily. I didn't get the Silcoon. Bolsterous Wind. Let's go. Dang it. Bolsterous Wind. Yes, I got one. Nice. Stun Spore. Alright, I got heads on the Paralyze. Not important, but that's okay. Dustox. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't forget, the Twilight Poison can be really good. This Dustox for 2 energy does 100 damage, poisons, and puts you to sleep. Like, that's really good. Psychic Embrace. Embrace the Jank. Then they're going to Monkey Dory, throw this damage elsewhere. Probably onto this Wurmple. To tell me, like, hey, if you don't get this thing evolved, like, it's going to be KO'd next turn. Or this turn, they could still attach a Dark Energy from their hand, couldn't they? Yeah. They haven't attached an energy from hand yet. Oh, interesting. That's a weird attachment, but okay. Onto Dustox? That's weird. I bet they played that down just to get it out of hand, you know? I'm betting that's it. Another Beautifly. That's not what I need. Do I go for the Stun Spore to try to buy time, or do I just go for the Energy Straw and hope? I mean, they have an 8-card hand. They've got 3 energy in the discard, 2 out here on the monkey. Let's see. Let's see that hand. 1. Okay. Why was it 50? Oh, they take 30 less. Okay. Mystery Garden, so they can draw up till they have 6 cards in hand if they discard an energy. Got it. Arven. I wasn't expecting this game to be so slow, you know? Bravery Charm's rotating, so that'll be interesting. All right. Ugh. Who said the meta was boring? Yeah, I'm agreeing. Dang it. I was hoping for a Silcoon. Is everyone else as bored as I am? I might win on time. Like, straight up. They've got 6 minutes to continue their turns. And if they keep pushing every turn to maximize their time, like... It's been called a 4-deck meta since the top 4 decks overwhelmingly have taken it over. Goldango, Gardevoir, Pult, and Zard. Yeah, and everything's rotating except Pult. This rotation is huge. Like, I think people are underestimating how big this rotation is. How much it's actually going to affect everything. Are they going to discard 2 or 1? 2, yeah. Probably the safe bet. Cascoon. Yeah, I gotta. Nice. I can't wait for rotation, yeah. I've been kind of bored with it, but I'm more bored because I've spent too much time playing rather than going against the same decks over and over. I've mentally worn myself out with deck ideas and reps with my favorite decks. I mean, yeah, but that's a good kind of tired, you know? Like, I enjoy that kind of tiredness. Do they not realize they're asleep? Did they, like... Okay, they just want to get damage done to the Mega Diancie, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. They've got 4 minutes. They woke up, so I gotta attack. Another forest. Holy cow. Bolsterous Wind. Dang it. Bolsterous Wind. Hey, we got one. Twilight Poison. And there's asleep. Nice. All they gotta do is throw the damage at me and pass turn. That's it. And then I attack, and then the next turn they do the same, and they win. They're asleep. Bug catching set. Kinda too late now. Bolsterous Wind. Heads, beautiful. Now just imagine I was playing against a Pauper deck, right? And they're asleep again. Maybe they'll take 3 minutes to Monkey Dory one time, right? Well, Monkey Dory one time wins, so there you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. Finally, we're done. And I think with that, we're going to stop the stream. Man, what a boring half hour that was. Alright, well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining me, helping me build some decks that didn't go anywhere, but we are going to be playing Toxic Beauty on Saturday, so look forward to that. If you haven't joined the tournament yet, highly recommend. Discord in the description. You can join the Pauper tournament there. It's free to join. You're going to win some code cards. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope to see you there. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially my members, being the Link Hawkins, Big Phil, the Drumming Cuber, Tamblin, and of course, Professor W, who renewed their membership this stream. Thank you so much for that support. It really means a lot to me. My family could really use it. So thank you. Thank you. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.